Everybody, it is Lori Key, the Realty Goddess, and I am here today to discuss some really great things with you guys. If you were looking at this broadcast, the whole neighborhood decided to shut down, so the electricity went out. So I am coming back on. So if you got cut off on the last broadcast, please know we're going to start all over. And I will probably most likely delete the other one. So thank you for joining me today, guys. Who am I? I am Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess. I've been in the business since 2006. I've been teaching first-time homebuyers classes also that long. I have helped many people purchase a home. And I love what I do, and I do what I love. But today, this month, August 2023, I have decided to focus on women ownership, because I have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of concerns from women that they want to buy and they're actually afraid, and they shouldn't be afraid, because we know that women are powerful. We know that women can do anything that they want to do as long as they put their head to it. And so I'm here to encourage you and hopefully to help you get out of that fear and out of that box, to help you make that decision and to see if it's something that is wise for you as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I do have a couple of free resources for you as well. So stick around and I'll discuss what those are. You'll get what we're talking about today as well. So, all right, guys, let's start. Ladies, yes, you can. Single lady, yes, you can. So here are 5 things that are typically not discussed in the open. And the first one is solo ownership is totally in style. It is totally in style. You do not have to be married. You do not have to have children. You do not have to follow what people consider the life script to own a home. Ladies, women's home ownership is up 19%. You don't have to stick to the script. There is no script. You make your own. You understand? You make your own. You make your own decisions. You find out what's good for you and you move forward. And guess what else? When you are buying as a single person, you're not dueling with someone else over what's important to them and what's important to you. You have the luxury of being able to say, hey, I want 3 bedrooms because I want that second bedroom to be my shoe room, or things of that nature. So home ownership is a single home ownership is totally in style. Do not be afraid. Channel your inner Beyonce, whether you like her or not. She had a great song called Who Runs the World, Girl. We definitely want you to get into that. So a lot of people don't talk about how many women are purchasing on their own. You see it, maybe not, people don't talk about it as much in the news, but I'm here to tell you that home ownership for ladies is up, because it's up, because it's up, because it's up, because it's up. Okay. Number two on the things that are not normally discussed, and I want you to hear me well on this. Okay. Your future Mr. or Mrs. may have some rights in the say of your home once you get married. Okay. So say you purchase a home before you get married, you fall in love and you decide that you're going to put that ring on it. You need to understand the laws in your state for what's going to happen with that home. In some states, it becomes communal property. In other states, that spouse has a full 100% say so in that property, even though you bought it before you got married. So one thing I want you to understand is, when you already own property and then you decide that you're going to tie the knot, you need to take a quick trip or a quick call to an attorney so that you can understand what could happen to your assets after you get married. And this is something that you need to discuss with your future partner so that you both understand the consequences of what happens when you are married. Okay? because some ladies may not want to give up that, and you may have to write that into your prenup or have a prenup drawn up. So you definitely want to understand your rights as a homeowner once you get married, after you purchase that home on your own. A lot of people don't talk to you about that. That's very, very important. Number three, you don't need a big down payment. That's old news, guys. You don't need a big down payment to purchase a home. And this is one of the things that ladies get freaked out about. They don't understand that you don't have to have a whole lot of money to get your foot in the door. You don't have to. Most people believe that you have to have a 20% down payment. Wrong. Wrong. There are so many programs out here that are down payment assistance programs, and even FHA has a 3.5% down program. And couple that FHA with a down payment assistance program, and you may not have to put down much at all to own a home. So that what people are chitter chattering in your ear stop you from what your dream is for home ownership. Hey, Gloria, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. And another thing, guys, I have a link in this broadcast that goes to my website page that has a link for every state that talks about down payment for that state. So go ahead and make sure that you go to www.laurakey.net/down payment programs and start seeing what's available, because you just may be surprised. And here's another thing I want you to understand. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Like, check this out. No joke. Just because it's a state thing doesn't mean that there's not a city down payment assistance program. Now, I know for a fact, being in California and Florida and Denver, certain cities had different programs than just the state programs. Like the city of Compton definitely has its own. The city of Inglewood has its own. There's different programs for certain counties. So don't be afraid to go out there and start the research. On my website, you will see the state ones. But if I did know of any that were local, I put those in there as well. So make sure that you go in and check those out. Okay. So the next one is number four. Number four. Okay. Trust your vibes, especially when you are about your safety. Choosing where to live as a single woman is a little different. I mean, of course, when you're married, you also are considered about it too, but you're kind of extra cautious when you're a single lady on where you're living. So we live in different times, and we want to make sure that we watch over ourselves and we're kind of moving in an area that's the right direction. So you want to make sure that you're really comfortable about the area that you're looking to buy. So chat with the neighbors, visit the neighborhood at different times. Even do a little bit of online stalking. Yeah, the good kind. You want a place where you know that you can put your heels in and feel secure. So here is a website that I love to give out because it's a very trusted website. It's www.crimemapping.com. CRIMEMAPPING.com. Now, most areas and most states and most local departments work with this site, but not all of them do. So if you go to this website and you put in an address and it's not one of the areas that participates, you always can go to the local police department to get a local crime report for the neighborhood you are most interested in. So you want to make sure that you do that. You always want to see the options for the safety for that area. It's important. So don't skip over that part, because it is something that is very important. So you have a resource there. I've given you 2 resources, okay? And finally, number 5, you need to think ahead, because the real power is the resale. So if you found a perfect condo, you found a perfect house, but you want to make sure that you put your stiletto in the future, right? Life changes, and maybe you need to sell or later on in the future because of a job, or maybe you're getting married, or you just had changes of tastes, and you want to make sure that you can either rent out or sell that space without a fuss. So think about resale. A good agent will help you see the trends for that area that you are moving into. And side note, guys, is a cycle. It always has been, it always will be, and it's also one of the best ways to build your wealth. Generally, real estate goes up and down in a cycle 7 years. We are not in that kind of cycle right now. We kind of overwent those in these last few years, but everybody's talking about these recessions. There's no recession. There's no recession right now. Everybody keeps thinking that they're going to wait till something crashes. Well, guess what? You may just be missing out. The prices are definitely. Now, I am not one to tell you, buy, 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 buy. I am not that type of agent. I subscribe to when you are ready to buy or sell, it's the right time for you. Okay? Don't listen to all this garbage that people tell you. When it's the right time, it's the right time for you, and doors will be opened and windows will be open for you to purchase or sell or invest. You got to understand, you got to get out of that fear, and you got to get out of the garbage that people are feeding you. And a lot of times the people are feeding you garbage they don't even know themselves. They're just regurgitating what somebody else told them, and that could have been 10 years ago, and they've gotten stuck in that thinking. So ladies, what I want to do for you is to get you out of this stinking thinking. I have a friend who used to say that, and really step into your power. So August for me is Women Ownership Focus Month. So I'll be coming on, sharing more information with you. You can catch me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere pretty much you're going to find me. So this month, this time, I have a freebie for you that recaps everything that we just talked about today. That link is in the description. And if you don't see it, it's bit.ly/single ownership. You can download what we discussed today. And you also can visit my website at www.laurakey.net/downpayment programs so that you can see what's available in your state. Ladies, don't do it. Don't let yourself hold you back. You are more powerful than what you know. You need to step into your wealth, and you need to step into the things that you may be scared of sometimes because it may benefit you in the long run. Do it shaking in your boots. Do you hear me? Do it shaking in your boots. You got one life to live. Live it out loud. So I am Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess. And guess what? I'm not just the Realty Goddess in the United States. I'm also the Realty Goddess internationally. I focus on properties in Portugal. However, I can help you in whatever country you're willing to move to. And guess what? More and more women are buying outside of the United States of America. Open your mind, ladies. The options are there. And we will be discussing that as well at a future broadcast. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Wherever you're following me, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure that you follow me, because I love to educate you on this process, because an educated buyer is a smart buyer, and a smart buyer is an educated buyer. We're going to do this. I can help you regardless of whatever state you're in or country that you're in. If you're interested in buying outside of the U.S., now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go out and be a good human. If you're standing in the grocery line and someone's in front of you and they got some cute shoes on, say, hey, I like them shoes. And smile at people. Because the world is so heavy right now that everybody needs a little bit of joy. So go be a good human, because you never know when a smile is going to change. And most of all, I want you to go out there on that limb, because that is where the fruit is. Thanks for joining. Catch me next time. Sugar. Bye.